Hello boxing fans, welcome back to Andy's Cavern. How are you tonight? All good, I hope. Happy New Year to you all, and wishing you good health and happiness for 2025. So hope you're all enjoying the festivities. Soon be time to go back to work. That's just the way it goes, isn't it? It doesn't last forever, so the party has to stop at some point. But enjoy it for the weekend at the moment. Hope you're all well out there. I'm happy to say on Porky's Corner that I actually won the most views for a Zoom or us on Porky's Corner. So Gary Cornforth kindly put up £100. Gary from Welcome Estates and Boxers in Need kindly put up £100 to whoever got the most views on YouTube for a Zoom on Porky's Corner. So I'm quite humbled to have won it, because there's guys on there on the commission with a lot more knowledge than I have, but they're all good guys on there and they all speak the truth, so and it's a good mixture of opinions. So if you haven't seen it already, you probably have though, have a look at Porky's Corner. For the hardcore fans in boxing, Porky calls himself the biggest vlog in sport, or the voice of hardcore boxing, so look it up. A lot of people have come from there to watch me on here. I know that from some of the comments, but if you haven't subscribed to Porky's as of yet, get subscribing, go and have a look. You get a good mixture of opinions on there. Okie dokie, what we're looking forward to this new year then? What's the heavyweight action? There's a few different fighters. I'm kind of wondering what way they're going to go this year. What's Fury going to do next? Is he going to fight Anthony Joshua next, or is he going to retire? I can't see them leaving money on the table, because there's big money on the table for him and Anthony Joshua. We're talking 2 fights, but let's see how the first fight goes first with this. I'm not a big fan of these 2-fight deals. They're talking about that for Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. as well, but as I said, I was just done a couple of Zooms with us tonight. As I've said, I just hope Eubank puts Ben in his place after all that failed drug test confusions, and it still doesn't seem very clear. He says he's been cleared to fight, but he has been suspended to the best of my knowledge. He wasn't allowed to fight in this country, was he? But he was having fights in America, so there's reasons for that, but they're not really coming out and telling us all and clarifying anything. It was supposed to be a 270 odd page dossier that was supposed to explain everything. Nobody's ever seen that yet. I've seen Simon Jordan asking Eddie Hills a few weeks ago, I think he was on about the how did it get in the system, or did he fail? Is there any clarity to why he failed on that? And Eddie Hills couldn't really say, so all he would say is he's been cleared to fight. So we'll wait and see. But he's quite a bit smaller than Eubank, but I don't like drug cheats in boxing, so if he is a drug cheat, he's beaten out of boxing, doesn't he? So, and I never normally favour either fighter. I just want to see a good fair fight, as you've probably heard me say many times, and a fair result. So we'll see what happens going forward. I'm guessing that'll be in the first half of the year, March or April at some point. Daniel Dubois has got Parker, doesn't he? So is he overlooking Parker when he's jumping in the ring and shouting off at Usyk? I don't know. He shouldn't overlook Parker. I mean, I probably favour Dubois in that fight, but I will do a prediction nearer the time. But Parker's got a lot of experience, doesn't he? He's decent size, decent all-round skills. He maybe doesn't do any one thing especially well, but he's a good all-rounder. He's quite tough. Dubois is a big puncher, isn't he? So can he punch holes in Parker? We'll wait and see. We shall wait and see. Warren Sokoli is arrived on the heavyweight scene. So who are we going to see him fight? Perhaps. Who would be a good fight for Lawrence Okolie? Feel free to write in the comments what you think. But I think maybe Joe Joyce would be a good fight for him. Would they put him in against Fabio Wardley? That'd be a decent fight as well. I'm sure Lawrence Okolie's higher ranked than Fabio Wardley, but I think that would be a good fight. That's a fight I'd like to see. Some people want to see him smash Dillian White out the game, don't they? Talking about past beef between Okolie and Dillian White, so is that going to happen? I seen somebody asked Lawrence Okolie, did I say Fabio Wardley there? Losing my train of thought there. It's getting late, as per usual. Lawrence Okolie I'm talking about. Some beef between him and Dillian White in the past. If that's not what I said, that's what I meant to say. And somebody asked Joe Gallagher about that. But Joe Gallagher said they want to be fighting people higher up the rankings than not going away down, because where's Dillian White? He's nowhere man these days, isn't he? He's nowhere in the rankings as far as I'm aware. He's had a failed drugs test prior to supposed to be fighting Joshua, and then he's had 2-0 fights, didn't he? He had a fight against Christian Hamer in some pub in Ireland. Was it a barroom brawl? Who knows? And then he's been out fighting in Gibraltar against Tete. And Tete gave him more than enough trouble, didn't he? Looked in terrible shape. And it was maybe entertaining at the time, because it was just a kind of slugfest, wasn't it? But Tete gave him enough to think about, didn't he? And where's he ranked? So Dillian White's trying to hang on and try and get out to Saudi and get some Saudi money, isn't he? I mean, it is prize fighting, but and that's what it's all about, making money while they can, because it is a short career, isn't it? But too many question marks over Dillian White. I think he's taking enough money out of the sport. That money could be going to more better deserving fighters in my book. So we shall see. Moses Atumo, where do they go with him next? He's a dangerous man, isn't he? So, a bad man. He looks like the real deal. So how far do you step him up next? That's a good one, but a good question. But they're talking about I did see I think it's George Warren, or was it Francis Warren? One of Bricktop's sons manages him, and I heard him mention when asked where to go with him next about Kubrat Pulev. I think that's a fight he could win, and that would get him the world title. Oh, it's just a WBA regular. It's not like he's going out there and beating the man to beat Mike Tyson's record. But if they want to beat Mike Tyson's record, if they're still on that route, that's probably the easiest route to go, and you could win that. But then you've got to be fighting world class opposition after that. There's no going back, is there? But nice to see him win a British title as well. Kind of do the traditional route thing. So I think they were talking about Fabio Wardley might be vacating, so there was talk it could be maybe David Adelaide and Moses Atumo for a vacant British. I think that's a decent fight, but the clock's ticking. If they want to beat Mike Tyson's record, I think they've only got about 6 months to do it. So, but then he's fresh. He could be fighting more often. But I mean, back in Mike Tyson's day, there was more fights happening. Mike Tyson had loads of fights in his first year, I think. There's no the same shows on now to facilitate that happening, is it? So, as I talked about with Russ about earlier on, there's no point in padding your record out when sort of people well below the level that they can fight at. If you look at Usyk's record, he's probably got the least padded out record of everybody, isn't he? When it comes to like world champions, I think he's beat 10, or he's won 10 world. He's beat 10 world champions in fights, or won 10 fights against world champions or former world champions. In 23 fights, he's beat 10 of them. So I think Russ said to me that Tyson Fury and Joshua put together have only beat 10 in 69 fights. So Usyk's not padded his record out with low level opposition just to make the numbers up, is he? He's fought quality opposition all the way through, and there's no need to, if they're a quality fighter like him, there's no need to pad records out, is there? So hopefully they don't do that with the Tumo. They don't pad his record out just for the sake of it. They get him good fights. But who would I like to see him fight next? I don't know. You could put him in against well, I think he'd beat Pulev. I think he'd beat a lot of people, wouldn't he? He's a southpaw, hard hitting, fast punching, solid operator, isn't he? So he is the real deal. You hear it, everybody here at Spardom talk very highly of him. So so either Pulev or David Adderley is probably who I want to see him fight next, and take it from there. I think they keep trying to put people in them and they think they'll give them rounds, but that's not happened so far, has it? So time will tell. Who else is there? What's Fury? What's Usyk? Who's Usyk going to fight next? Is he going to fight the winner of Dubois and Parker, or is he going to fight Jai Opetaya, either at cruiserweight or heavyweight? I'd actually rather see Parker fight Usyk than Dubois, because we've seen that already, haven't we? And that was quite a conclusive verdict. Despite all these people moaning about the low blow, or it wasn't, they're saying it wasn't a low blow, but for me it was a low blow. End off. So why do they keep whining on about it? That's my opinion. You might disagree. You maybe thought it wasn't a low blow, but my opinion is it is a low blow. And if you think it wasn't a low blow, that's fine. I'm not really bothered. That's just my opinion. I'm not here to tell people what to say or what to think. This is only my opinion, just a boxing fan. So, but I think it was a low blow. The ref ruled that low blow. And what happened after that? How did he couldn't really do anything after that, could he? He ran out of ideas, Dubois, and Usyk kind of dismantled him, didn't he? So, what would happen in a rematch? I'd favour Usyk again. I think Dubois has improved a bit, but I think Usyk would just bamboozle him, and he's so technical, Usyk, and Dubois is a good fighter with a big punch, but I think Usyk can disarm. He can disarm most people. I mean, he can disarm Fury's 5-inch or 6-inch height advantage, 7-inch reach advantage, 4-stone weight advantage. He can neutralise anybody else's advantages. That's what it looks like to me, anyway. I think the only thing that will beat Usyk is age, Father Time, because Father Time's undefeated, and nobody beats Father Time, do they? So hopefully he has completed the game in my eyes. Now hopefully he gets out the game with health and faculties intact, and his bank balance well boosted. But I think Usyk, I don't think he just does it for the money. He just likes the competition, doesn't he? He likes to be a competitor and challenge himself against all comers. But he is, at the moment, he's my pound for pound #1 boxer in the world, Alexander Usyk. So just a wee video tonight, guys, and thanks for liking and subscribing and all the nice comments in the comment section. And I hope you're all having a great new year and good health for 2025. Okie dokie, we shall go now. Till the next time, cheers just now. Cheery bye. Take care.